All right. So today, one of the assignment was to, um, we are going to kind of create a table, a personalized table, meaning that we are going to create a table users underscore your name. So say, for example, me users, my name is Hope. So you see Hope here. Okay. So it say create table if not exist. Okay. So if the table exists, it would, if the table exists, it won't create the table. But if the table doesn't exist, it will create the table. That's what this statement is saying. So the statement to create a table is create table, and then the table name is users hope. So when we create this table, users hope, we get to find the table under U177940. Why? Because we are saying use U177940 coaching database. Okay. So we are going to run this. We're going to run this statement. So we'll do run MySQL, and then the table has been written. Okay, the table has been written. So if we do come here, if we do a refresh, let's look for users underscore hope. Okay, users underscore hope. Can you guys see? It's simple and easy. So we have sign up date, country, age, email, last name, first name, user ID. Does that make sense, guys?
I have a
Yes, coach.
So, so there is a declaration here, which is using your database, right? And the syntax is create table, if not exist. And the table name for this is users hope. Okay? Is users hope. And user ID here is the column name. Okay? So I wanted you guys to create a table, then I can explain what you've actually done. So user ID here is declared as an integer, okay? And it's going to be auto-incremented, and it's going to be the primary key, okay? If you're not talking, please say it. So first name is a variable character. First name is a variable character because it's an alphabet, right? It's a string. That's why it's called variable character. And you're saying, okay, I just want 50 strings or 50 alphabets allowed for this variable character. And again, you're not saying not null. This field must not be null, meaning everybody must have a name, okay? So, and every column when declared must be separated by a comma. Take note, okay? Comma, comma, comma. Age is a number. That's why it's an integer, okay? Country, variable character because it's an alphabet, right? Sign up date is a date, default, current date. The date, current date, like today, current date. If you do it tomorrow, you'll have tomorrow. You know, so user ID is a column, first name is a column, last name is a column, email is a column. So when we do a select star on users underscore hope, you get to see all this, okay? So take note. While creating a table statement, there are two parentheses. You see this bracket, the open bracket and the closed bracket. Very important. Okay, see, 1, 2 here. Then the comma separating all columns. Okay, so if you take a look at this, you would see Hope info. You will see Hope info. So now let's query this user's Hope. Okay, user's Hope, right? So I need to query user's Hope because the table has been created. So once I query this, you see there is no data in it, right? There is no data. That's the second exercise. But we have to get through the first exercise and this. But in between, you can see user's Hope has all the columns we declare. We declare user ID, integer, first name, variable character 50, and you can see the primary key. You can see a golden key by it, right? So that's the primary key. Last name, email, age, country, sign up date. All right. So does that make sense, everybody?
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
What is
For every script you create, you ought to create like a file for it. Okay. So now let me create another file so you understand what I'm saying. So if I do this plus file, I'm saying this particular one, I want to use it for insert, to insert my data to my table. Okay. So I have my create SQL, which is create. Okay. Then I also have my insert. Okay, as well. One second. So for us to take the insert statement, right? So I created another file to insert the data into my table, right? So you can see I have a create SQL, which is this. Then I have the intro, which we started with on how to use call our database and then make the call, right? So now we're going to use the intro to run the query, and we're going to use the create to create the table, which we did, and we're going to use the insert to insert the data. Okay, so let's bring the data in real quick before you get your exercise in the way. So from the question, so please read your instructions on how you want to do this. So you can see users. My table name is users underscore Hope, right? And I'm saying insert into users Hope, which is my table, first name, last name, email, age, and country. Okay. So my name, Hope. Okay.
last name?
Last name, Dion. And my email,
Age.
Dion at this. All right. So yes, I can have that as well. So if I take this, keeping some level of uniformity, you can do whatever you want. Yes. So I can say, okay, Hope Dion, Bob Smith. So now I've created one for Bob Smith, Bob at Custom Shop, Carlos at this, and others. Notice this. For every column that is being inserted, notice that they are in a parenthesis separated by a comma. Okay, similar here by
So
a
that's
comma. Okay, then the final one gets closed up with a semicolon. All right. So if we insert this data,
3 rows. We have 3 rows.
we would have accounted for rows that were inserted. 3 rows were inserted. We only have insert ID of 1, starting from 1 to 3, and we have a record of 3. Okay, so now if we go to our intro, To run this, we said, okay, this is going to be our script where we use this script to run our data. If we run this, we get to see what we inserted. That is A to Z. That is how simple it is. So you can see the date that it was inserted, Tuesday, February 25, Tuesday, February 25 for Bob Smith, Tuesday, February 25 for Bob Smith, for Carlos. So you can see we did a create statement, which is a file for create SQL. I'm going to take that off. Then the insert as well here. All right. So for you, your assignment starts now. All right.